The Federal Ministry of Education, through its Federal Education Quality Assurance Service, in collaboration with the Partnership for Learning for All in Nigeria, convened a 3-day technical workshop and validation meeting on the National Education Quality Assurance Handbook from September 30th to October 2nd, 2025 in Kefi, Nasarawa State. The workshop marked another decisive step in the federal government's ongoing drive to strengthen accountability and standard in the delivery of education across the country. Pennsylvania's Best Orator has details.
The event brought together key stakeholders from the education sector, including directors and heads of quality assurance from different states, technical partners, and representatives from federal agencies. Their central mandate was to conduct a clause-by-clause review of the existing handbook in order to align it with emerging realities, address gaps, and ensure it reflects best practices for educational monitoring and evaluation nationwide. Representing Edo State was the Directorate of Education, Quality Assurance and Accountability, led by its Director General, Dr. Ame Ogbemudia, who actively participated in the deliberations. She made far-reaching contributions that underscored Edo's leadership role in promoting high standards of education and accountability at the state level.
I think during registration, you should be able to look at the vision and mission. Because if at the middle of the day, center in the middle of it, then that's a school where your mission and vision is already established, how then do you contribute? But then the quality assurance should be fully part of school registration, so that their mission and vision at that point should be clearly stated. So that when they bring it, they say, this is what is your mission, and ensure that it is clearly shared.
Broad participation of stakeholders, the deliberations were attended by high-level figures, including the director of the FEQAS, Mr. Adegboye Adekunle Adebola, Ms. Penny Holding, technical partner to Plain, Ms. Ade Ugochi, Director of Monitoring and Evaluation at UBEC, Mrs. Rabiai Umar, Director of Quality Assurance at the National Secondary Education Commission, and Professor Usman Abubakar Zaria, Director General of the Kaduna State School Quality Assurance Authority. The workshop was highly interactive, with participants offering constructive inputs, debating critical issues, and recommending practical adjustments to make the handbook a more effective tool.
You can change, we cannot change. But at the end of the day, when you register a school without a proper mission, then you are doing a mistake. That's my own.
Speaking during the session, Dr. Ame Ogbemudia reaffirmed Edo State's commitment to aligning with federal standards while tailoring strategies to meet local needs. She highlighted the Edo EDQA, in line with national directives, has already embarked on significant reforms aimed at strengthening accountability, transparency, and service delivery in the education sector. Among these achievements, according to her, is the training of education quality assurance staff to enhance their professional competence, improve school monitoring practices, and ensure more reliable evaluations of teaching and learning outcomes. This investment in human capacity, she emphasized, has already begun to yield dividends by boosting efficiency and fostering a culture of continuous improvement in Edo schools. She also used the opportunity to raise the issue of inclusive education, stressing that while it is a noble and necessary goal, it cannot be fully effective without adequate support system. Dr. Ame Ogbemudia also used the platform to commend the governor of Edo State, Senator Monday Okpebholo, for his visionary leadership and unwavering support for education reforms. She noted that the DEAQ's progress could not have been possible without the governor's strong policy direction, commitment and accountability, and strategic investment in the education sector.
A child will fight, take the head of the other child, and hit against that. It becomes really serious. But now the state government, Senator Mondoboro, is changing it to not aluminium now. We have protectors all around, and iron doors and windows, which is a bit of we militate the safety issues. And you also see about safety issues when you see unsafe conditions around the schools. You need to look at those unsafe conditions. Bushy round schools, snake creeping into the classroom, so many
She emphasized that school safety must be brought to the front burner of education quality assurance nationwide. This includes not only physical safety but also physiosocial well-being, safe infrastructure, emergency preparedness, and child protection policies. For Edo State, participation in the exercise reinforces its strategic alignment with federal reforms while also showcasing the state's unique innovations. The Kefi Nasarawa State Workshop provided a platform for states and federal agencies to work collaboratively towards strengthening Nigeria's education system. Edo's active participation, led by Dr. Ame Ogbemudia, underscored the state's determination to remain at the forefront of reforms, particularly through staff training, inclusive education advocacy, accountability systems, and renewed emphasis on school safety. As the nation awaits the official adoption of the revised handbook, Edo State continues to demonstrate that with Governor Monday Okpebholo's visionary leadership, strategic vision, and alignment with national goals, the dream of a truly quality Edo in education is within reach. Best Orator reporting for BTV News.